In the last video on this channel, we discussed the likelihood of an ascending triangle breakout for Bitcoin, and that is what we got. We now have multiple 4-hour candle closes above resistance, confirming the breakout. And in the comment section in the last video, a lot of people were asking me about the parabolic trend. This is still another exponential higher low, and we are now well above the parabolic trend. So we're going to discuss this. We're going to discuss the 4-hour breakout. What kind of price action can we expect moving forward? And also I want to discuss if the cycle is still on track or not. So let's get started. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is May 1st, beginning of a new month. It's Thursday, and Bitcoin had a really good start to May. We have a breakout, higher highs in the short term. Today on Twitter, I made a post featuring my halving cycle profit model, which is available on TradingView, free to use, halving cycle profit. And what we've seen in all past cycles is that after the halving, 80 weeks later marks the end of the bull run. 2020, and even the cycle before that, things got really bearish after the 80th week. It marked almost the exact top in 2017, 2018, and 2021. 2024 halving, 80 after after, that's October of 2025. Now, a lot of people have been talking about how the cycle's over, it's taking too long, we don't have enough time. But if you just take this model into consideration and the hit rate of this model in the long term, there is quite a bit of room to the right for us to play out something. We're bouncing right now. If we hit new all-time highs, there's a lot that can happen in those months moving into October. So don't discount the possibility that Bitcoin may surprise you. It may surprise everyone. Bitcoin usually surprises everyone. Now, flipping over to the weekly chart, in the last video, in the comment section, there was a lot of people that said, Kev, why haven't you discussed the parabolic trend? Why didn't you mention it in this video? I've covered this so many times. I don't know if I really need to cover it, but I guess it has been a while since I talked about it. We actually had one weekly candle close at or below it. It was pretty much just below it. Luckily, the stock market bounced, Bitcoin bounced. So we reclaimed it. Bitcoin is back, guys. We are back in the parabolic trend. Not that we were really outside of it for very long at all, but nonetheless, we're now elevated substantially above the parabolic trend. And this is good. Now, the thing to look for moving forward is that we maintain this, right? What's the point of keeping track of it if we're not sustaining it? Right now, it looks good. The price action that we're seeing is the most violent upside we've seen since Trump was elected. Right, these 3 weekly candles just straight up. Well, we're getting those kind of straight up moves right now on these weeklies. We haven't seen that since. That is a good vote of confidence from the bulls. As long as we sustain this trajectory, we may be looking at new all-time highs. People will call me crazy for saying this, but if you just tag on a couple more weeklies, well, I mean, you're there, right? I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, just making the point that it's not actually that far away. As long as the stock market remains stable and or bullish, well, that's what speculators like. Speculators do not like when the stock market dumps. That's why Bitcoin correlates to the stock market. There's been a lot of discussion recently about a decoupling. I mean, just look at the chart. It looks pretty similar now. So that the correlation has not gone away. So the S&P 500 is now breaking above its downtrend line. This is very good. Clearly, Bitcoin likes that. We've broken out today as well. Now, before we get started on the analysis, I want to mention that Blowfin is the new sponsor of this channel. Blowfin Exchange is a top-tier exchange. They have some of the lowest, most competitive trading fees in the industry. And on top of that, if you use my link below, you get 10% cash back on your own trading fees. Every single day that you're trading, you're getting that money back in your account. And that is available with my link below. Looking at our 4-hour chart, Bitcoin has, in fact, confirmed the breakout. Exactly what we talked about in the last video. Bitcoin also broke the 4-hour RSI resistance, and the MACD on the 4-hour has flipped to the bullish side. So there's multiple things leading us to believe that there could be continuation on this move. The textbook suggests that you take the height of the pattern, whether it's an ascending triangle or whether you say it's a pennant formation. Either way, you take the height of the pattern, extrapolate, put it on the breakout zone, and that lands us at a target of 99,500, right next to 100,000. That is the expected textbook measured move of this breakout. What could that look like? Well, let's take a bars pattern, put it on the chart, and maybe it's not a straight line up, but however we get there, maybe it's a straight line, maybe it's not, but this is just a concept, an idea. We run up towards the target of 99,500, right near 100K, look for a retest, consolidate, and then maybe continue up later. This seems like an extremely reasonable prediction or guess on what the market's going to do. I don't see why this is really all that crazy. We have the technical breakout. This is the type of price action you would expect. A break, hook, and go, maybe later on. So yeah, guys, I mean, I don't see why I should be bearish right now. I think the bias is now bullish. Overall on the daily chart, once again, above the parabolic trend line. Now we're starting to see a nice stair step up. Bitcoin not giving up any of the pumps. We pump up, we go sideways, we pump up, we go sideways, and now pumping up again. It's looking really good. Of course, there is still a lot of room below us. I don't want to discount the possibility that Bitcoin, after hitting our upside target, maybe there's some kind of retrace into this zone before continuation. The market is always crazy. It's always volatile. You never know what's going to be in the news, what Trump's going to say about tariffs, all the tensions that we have, war, all that. I mean, of course, there's a lot of uncertainties that are still looming, but for now, things do look bullish, and I don't really have a reason to be bearish at the moment. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking me, what is my prediction for the next high for Bitcoin, the cycle and all this. Well, I'm just going to stick to what I've been saying for the past 2 years, and that is that if this textbook parabolic trend plays out, that is the middle of this range is base 3, and the textbook says you double, which is 124,000. I'm just going to stick with that, right? I'm not going to change my prediction. I mean, maybe I'll change it after we get there, but for now, I'm just sticking to my guns. We still have a lot of time to play this out, guys. So hang in there. Things seem to be turning around. Of course, it's likely going to be really volatile, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash the like, subscribe. Check out all the links below, 10% cash back on your own trading fees, and join the Discord, join the Patreon to get in the Discord and take part in all of our community chats. And I'll see you guys in the next one.